Yeah, anyway. So the good news is I'm not dying anymore. Eh, 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 eh. Um, the bad news is I haven't streamed in a week, and that feels bad. Um, so yeah, basically, in case you're wondering what had happened, um, I don't know, it's weird. No, I do know. So, uh, you know how like if I don't eat on time, I get a migraine slash headache. That's one of the brain triggers. So I did eat. I ate a bowl of cereal before stream because it was only a 2 hour stream, which normally could hold me over, right? And it did, kind of. Like an hour into stream, it was like my body ate, like digested it really quick and was like hungry. I'm like, oh my god, okay, relax. And so, finished stream, and then I was like, oh, I have to film dungeon, and I'm like, oh, but I need to eat something. Like I can tell that I'm hungry, right? I'm like, no, I need to film dungeon, and I was like, okay, well the room's a mess, so like we gotta tidy the room. So I started tidying the room, and I started feeling not 100%, and I was like, oop, okay, I'm gonna go eat. So I went and I made a big helping of pasta, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna hit so good, and so I ate it. Keep in mind at this point it is now 7 p.m., maybe 8 p.m. It takes me a while to eat. I don't know. And I was sitting there and I'm like, that was nice. I'm really sleepy though, so haha, food coma, haha. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, my head feels weird. Like it didn't hurt, but it felt weird. And I was like, I'll keep an eye on this. And then I played like, I don't know, I think I played a video game, and then around like I guess 11, I went and I was like, man, my head hurts. So sorry. Usually I start checking now for the spiders, cuz like what the hell? Anyway, like what if it happens again, you know? Anyway, it happened twice now. Twice. Third time, huh? Anyway, so I was in bed and I felt it on the right side of my head, which the right side of my head is where I get the, you know how like there's migraines, chronic migraines, critical migraines. The right side is the critical, like holy shit. Like when I went to the ER a couple years ago, it was the right side. So I felt the weird pain on the right side, and I was like, ooh, I'm not playing around with this. So I went and I took 2 Advil, and then I drank some water, and then got back in bed and went to sleep. And I woke up the next morning and I was like, hey, there's no pain. Ha ha ha. I did it. I'm going to go to the gym. But I had a weird anxiety feeling in my chest. However, which we will talk about this in a minute, my anxiety. Did y'all hear it? um, Thank you for the clip, by the way. It's perfect. I love it. 10 out of 10. I didn't know if I should do it for like the sub alert or the follow, but I figured that it was so quick for follow that and also we would hear it more often. Um, is great. I love it. 10 out of 10. Anyway, so I was
What can I say except you're welcome?
How did you have that ready so fast? How did you? How? My new text tone and also the sound that plays when I plug my phone into CarPlay. I saw someone doing that on TikTok about CarPlay. Also, that's hilarious. Hi, Amy. Got that timing a lot. Yeah, clearly, that was way too quick. Um, oh yeah, Amy, you're probably gonna be able to relate to a lot of this. You're fine. Relate to a lot of this. So I woke up in the morning, felt no pain, and I was like, nice, but I felt like a weird anxiety feeling, right? Because I was like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Local Bam, thank you for subscribing for 53 months. Thank you, thank you. And I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna drink the pre-workout. If I'm still anxious, I won't go to the gym. I'll just, walk on the treadmill, I guess, here. Because I've been, like I said, my anxiety's been really bad, and so I just, I've been trying to take things as like, okay, if we don't want to do this, we can still do something else. Like, I'm not trying to put like, you have to do this, Kate. Anyway, so I felt a little anxious, but I was like, yeah, I can just go to the gym. It's fine. So I go down to the garage to go to the car, and I got hit with a little bit of sunlight.
Choo choo.
Thank you for the bits. And I was like, oh my god, that is so bright. That's so bright. Oh my god. And I was like, okay, it's fine, it's fine. And so I get in the car and I'm driving there and I'm like, holy shit. I was like, it is so bright out. What the hell? I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, this feels awful. And I started feeling like my neck get hot. And I was like, this just, it, like, I wasn't hurting, which is what was so weird. I just felt weird. And I was like, what is going on? So I park in the parking garage at the gym and I'm sitting there and I am like, what the fuck? I felt so weird. And the only way I can explain it is I felt like I actually got flashbanged. And like, because the sun, I don't know. I was so sensitive to light. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I just felt like somebody, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I really don't know how to describe it. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go to the gym, stretch. We're going to see how it goes. Isn't that vertigo? Well, we'll get there. Because no. So because you have to go out of the garage and go up into the, anyway, so it's a whole process. But anyway, so I go back outside and the light was like, phew. Me. You know? I'm like, oh my god, just keep going. So I go and I sign into the gym and I go lay out, I sit on the mats and I start to stretch because it was back in biceps day. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, but then I felt my anxiety just go like through the roof and my brain's like, we're gonna faint. I'm like, why would we faint? Also, it was hot in the gym, which great, so super fun. I'm like, why would we faint? We just got here. And I'm like, we're gonna faint. I'm like, we're not gonna faint. And so I'm saying, I'm like, just stretch. And I was sitting like upright, just, stretching. And then my brain was like, we are going to faint. You have to lay down. And I was like, okay, we'll lay down. Oh, yeah. Wild Turkey, thank you for subscribing for 31 months. So I laid down and my heart rate was through the roof. My eyes just hurt so bad, but it wasn't like a pain. I can't describe it. Like, I don't know how to, it just felt like flashbang. I don't know. And so anxiety, and then, of course, anxiety, my brain's like, throw up. I'm like, we're not going to throw up. And I did not feel good. And I was like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're not going to do back and biceps. We're just going to go walk on the treadmill. So I walked over to the treadmill area and I was like, no, we're not. And so then went and got in the car and I was like, I'm going to drive home. And so I did. And then I came home and I laid on the carpet and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I felt like I was dying. Like, I was like, something is wrong and I don't know what. Like, I felt like, I don't know. I felt like I was going insane. And so I was looking up, like, what could be causing it. I was like, it's not a migraine. Like, I'm not in pain. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I felt so hot and just, like, sickly, but I wasn't sick, and my heart rate was just through the roof. And, like, I just felt super anxious. And anyway, so I'm Googling, like one does. And turns out there's a thing called silent migraines, which is when you have a migraine with no pain. I didn't know that existed because my migraines always have pain. So, because you know how my migraines and my vertigo are the same thing, right? Looks like there was a tiny little line in between them where there's a thing called silent migraines. I know. Well, that's the thing. It was the sensitivity to light. Here, I'll pull this because I was experiencing all of it. Silent migraine symptoms. Silent migraines are also known as I don't know how to pronounce that. Aphalgic migraines or migraine aura without headache are migraine aura symptoms. Well, the thing is, I didn't get an aura. But the symptoms can include, this is the AI version, visual disturbances, sensory changes, and cognitive or neurological issues. Visual disturbance, flashing lights, zigzag patterns, blind spots, shimmering lights, or even temporary vision loss. I didn't have those, but I did have, sensitive, when I have migraines, like, I am a little sensitive to lights, but this was, like, it was insane. Let me scroll to, here for vomiting, seeing zigzags or squiggly. I didn't see anything. But light sensitivity, weakness, confusion, dizziness, difficulty speaking, nasal congestion. Can I speak? Nasal congestion. Damn. Tunnel vision, blind spots, abdominal pain, frequent urination, which also too, I was peeing nonstop. Sorry, TMI. I would wake up with a migraine. I was waking up in the middle of the night every 2 hours because I had to pee. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, Chills, neck stiffness, flashing lights in your vision, fatigue, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. But I was like, okay, I think this is it. So I closed all of the blinds and the curtains. So like my room, because I put up curtains just because, you know, usually I have the blinds open because I just like opening the curtains. Light. But I closed the blinds and the curtains. My room was like the bat cave. It was so dark. Let me tell you. I went in there, I laid down, relief. Instant relief. And I was like, oh shit. So the problem is I'm on the birth control that I'm on and I have been on. You cannot take pill birth control if you have migraines with aura. Because it raises your risk for stroke. And silent migraines are like a cousin to aura migraines. And so now that's another thing I have to add to the list to talk to my doctor about, because I'm like, I've never had, you know, I've never had an aura in my vision, as far as I know, but that's a thing. So anyway, skip forward to all day with the silent migraine. I just stayed out of the light and didn't listen to like loud noises. And I was like, I was okay. And so like at the end of the day, I was like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, try to clean my room. I didn't do anything today. Like I feel so bad. I you know, my room's messy. I need to clean my room. So I started cleaning my room, and ADHD took over. Cause you know, the thing where you're like, oh, my closet's messy. My whole room is messy. Bathroom's messy. I think I'm gonna reorganize my closet. So I did that. Good news is everything is now organized. However, I was organizing everything. I was taking out all the extra hangers. I was like, okay, the dresses are going to go over here. The jackets are going to go here. The hoodies are going to go here. The cardigans are going to go here. The long sleeve are going to go here. And the short sleeve are going to go here. And so I was taking out, I'm like, okay, I got to put the short dresses over here. The long dresses. I was organizing everything. And I pulled something in my back. I don't know how. Don't know. It's because I was like, ow. Ow. Like I tried to look to my right and I couldn't. I was like, what did I do? I was like, I was like, maybe it's just like temporary. Maybe it's just temporary, right? So then like 3 hours go by. This is as far as I could look, which normally, you know, I'm pretty movable. And so I was like, what the fuck did I do? Like it wasn't, you know how like when you're like reaching for something and you feel like a twinge and you're like, oh, uh-oh. It wasn't like that. Like I was literally moving around perfectly fine. And then I was like, ow, what did I do? You know, anyway. So I was like, oh, I'll just put a heating pad on it and I'll sleep with a heating pad. Which I have slept with heating pads on before. Mine is timed, so it turns off because, you know, it can burn you if it's old and it doesn't turn off by itself. Mine turns off after a certain amount of time. And I've slept with it before because, you know, I have a uterus and my uterus sometimes hates me. Anyway, so also too, I have digestion issues and it's, you know, it's a heating pad that vibrates. And so if I lay on my left side, put the heating pad on and it vibrates, it helps my stomach digest. Anyway, also things I probably need to bring up to the doctor. Anyway, so, oh my God, there's so many things I have to tell y'all. Quick blip it. I've tested my gallbladder with like 8 different things that's supposed to trigger it, and I haven't had any issues, so I think my gallbladder's good. Anyway, moving on. So that night I was like, I'm gonna sleep with a heating pad on my back, like draped over it, and you know, then I'll wake up and I'll feel fine and everything will be great. So the thing about me when I sleep is I sleep like a rotisserie chicken. Or, like, you know, a gas station hot dog, you know? I'm just constantly rolling in my sleep. I'll, like, if I'm sleeping, I fall asleep on my stomach, and then I'll just start rotating in the night. Sometimes I'm sleeping like this, and then I wake up like this, or I wake up like this. Like, I just constantly flip-flop. It's not a good time. Anyway, I mean, it is for me, but, you know, anybody else is in the bed, see ya. Just gonna yeet them off real quick. Anyway, not that, I mean, Thor has been yeeted. He got yeeted last night. Anyway, sorry. Staying on topic. So, I'm a rotisserie chicken. The only problem is if my subconscious is aware that somebody else is in the bed, or if there's something on the bed, like laundry, Thor, my subconscious is aware of it. So, when I had the heating pad on, I would wake up every 2 hours to turn the heat back on and to like readjust because I would, rotisserie chicken. Unfortunately, rotisserie chickening in the middle of the night can give me vertigo. I have gotten vertigo from that. Mostly if I wear, this is going to sound so dumb, but I swear to God, I figured out all this stuff myself. If I wear a t-shirt that is like too big, but it's comfy, I sleep in a comfy t-shirt. If I sleep in a t-shirt that's too big and it gets caught under me when I'm rotisserie chickening, that'll give me vertigo. If I keep waking up in the night, that'll give me vertigo or migraine. It's like I said, they're the same thing. Anyway, so I kept waking up every 2 hours trying to rotisserie chicken, and I couldn't because there was the heating pad with the wire, and then I would turn it back on, and then I'd go back to sleep, and then I'd rotisserie chicken, and then, that just kept repeating. Anyway, so I woke up the next morning, and the thing about my vertigo is I can tell when I have vertigo the moment I open my eyes. The moment. So when I woke up, I was like, fuck. I was like, damn it. I was like, I should have known. I'm like, it's okay. I'll just deal with it. I sat up. I was like, nope. Laid back down. I woke up at like 9:30. I stayed in bed until 4. I got up to feed Thor, and I was walking around like a goblin, like hunched over, leaning to because when I have vertigo, I'm safe. If I lay like this on my left side at a certain angle, I'm safe. But yeah, I was in bed, didn't eat, didn't drink water, I just laid because I felt horrible. Pirate, thank you for subscribing with your Twitch Prime. Thank you. I appreciate it. Proper vacation, just that we'll say, okay, so I'll get to that in a minute. Because that's the thing, okay, hold on, we'll get to that in a minute. So, because you may be right, but I also don't know. So, also too, all this, I think it's just bad luck. Because I know that in Discord, it's like, oh, your gallbladder can cause headaches. I know exactly what caused my headaches. I know exactly what caused the vertigo. I know myself too damn well. I should have known better to go to sleep with a heating pad. It's also too, I've gotten vertigo. If I leave my laundry on the bed, then my feet can't move in the night, vertigo. I know myself too well, and anyway, I'm problematic with myself. So, the whole day felt like shit. And was it at night? I think it was at night. So one thing, if y'all ever get vertigo, one thing that helps me with vertigo is not Dramamine, it's Benadryl. I saw one comment on Reddit years ago, and someone was like, yeah, I took a Benadryl and it actually helped. I was like, there's no way that works. So I took a Benadryl, because my vertigo levels go from 1 to 4. 4 being holy shit. This was like a 2.5. It wasn't that bad. 2.5 is where I can function, but I prefer to lay down. So I didn't have any Benadryl, but I had a Claritin, and I was like, well, we'll see if Claritin works. So I popped a Claritin, and it got me from a 2.5 to a 2. So I still wasn't feeling great, but and it runs out, then I keep that in mind. Yeah, I mean, it's also too, Benadryl's not good for you if you take it a lot. So don't be taking Benadryl a lot. Not because it has something to do with the Hat Man. They're seeing people that take Benadryl a lot are linked to dementia. So just, take it every once in a while, not a whole lot. But also I think that's people that take it every night to sleep, which don't do that. Anyway, so felt a little bit better, tried to play video games. It just, I would go from I feel fine sitting up to being oh, I need to lay down. And then I'd lay down and be like, this is worse. And then I'd sit up and I'd be fine. And I'm like, okay, well, this is weird. Anyway, so then I go to sleep and I'm like, okay, well, I have plans coming up soon. So I have to get over this vertigo quick. So next day I woke up and I was like, is it gone? Is it gone? It was not gone. And I was like, okay. Motherfucker. It was at a 1.5 at this point. And so this was Sunday, I think? Yes. So, or maybe I think I took the Claritin Sunday morning. No, I don't know what I did. It all fucking blur. So anyway, I woke up and I was like, oh my God. And I was like, okay, no, I'm not doing this. And so I was like, we're fighting. Cause sometimes I can fight it. Sometimes only if it's a 0.5 level, I can fight it. This was like 1.5. I was like, nope. I have things to do. I have to stay, on track for this. I'm gonna fight it. So I downed pre-workout. Y'all are gonna think I'm insane. I downed pre-workout, and I went to the treadmill at the apartment gym, because I thought if with the caffeine and like, cause I didn't run, I just briskly walked like pretty quickly for my height. I thought maybe that would help the blood flow, and I kind of did. Like I felt like for the first time, like I felt pretty good. The only thing is like the gym has a really big window, so the treadmills are facing the window, and so I had that light, but it didn't hurt, but I felt like I was kind of like, it's a little bright today, because I didn't have any more silent migraine. I just had the vertigo. But I walked for like 45 minutes, and I was like, okay, this feels good. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to the apartment. I'm gonna clean the apartment. So I got back to the apartment, and I was like, I think I need to lay down. So I laid on the carpet, and I was like, yeah, this is nice. If I stay here, I'm not getting back up. And I was like, no, get back up. So I got back up. I started walking around. I started cleaning stuff. And I was like, yeah, I just got to stay vertical. That's all I got to do is I got to stay vertical. And, anyway, so I fought it. I was battling it the entire day. And then night, went to sleep, woke up on Monday morning, and, was like, today's the day I am going to do things. And I still have vertigo, but it was very slight. Like I like, it was like a 0.5 or like a 1. Y'all are also gonna think I'm insane for what I'm about to say, but I was like, oh, you know what? I'm sticking to these plans. Like I made these plans. I got the tickets. Like I've made this decision. I'm gonna follow through with it. And so I drove 4 hours to the event. Did the event. Hung around a little bit, drove 5 hours back, same day, and got home, and I was like, yep, that was really fun. I still have, okay, y'all need to calm down with the single brain cell, all right? One of us in here has to have it each time, all right? Can't ping pong back that fast. Anyway, yeah, I know, it was, but the thing, I really wanted to do it, and, I didn't feel agoraphobic once. So, because I really wanted to do it. And so I went and I did it, and it was really fun, and I had a really good time. And then came back, and I was like, yeah, I still have it was, the thing is, like, it was at a vertigo point where I was aware that I still had it. It was at the beach day, yeah. And so I was standing there, it was a beach day, but also there was something else, but I haven't uploaded it to Instagram yet because I didn't have enough. I took a lot of pictures. Anyway, so it was a vertigo if I'm standing there and I'm just standing straight and I start to like kind of lean and I'm like, oh, I'm leaning. It wasn't like I feel bad, I can't do anything. It was like I think I have vertigo and I think I can tell because I'm leaning. Anyway, so, also too, I was like, okay, since I didn't stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I was like, I'm going to stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just go through it. So Tuesday I woke up and I was like, do I still have vertigo? I was like, what the fuck? I was like, when does it, because like, the thing is like, it wasn't bad. I could function, but I was like, what the fuck? Isn't Roji ever to forget what normal is? Well, the thing is like, the worst I've ever had it, like the worst I had ever had vertigo, I think was 2019. It sounds so stupid. I tried to do a handstand when I was streaming, and I kept trying it over and over again, and I think that something, I don't know if that was like actual like the crystals or if that was a migraine. I don't know what happened. I was out, like it was a level 4 for 2 days. I had to get a trash can and put it in front of me because I thought I was going to throw up. It was that bad. And there's been other instances where I've like had vertigo where it's been bad, but I don't know. This just felt like I was like, I'm fucking dying. Like I'm dying. Something is wrong. Something is so wrong. And I was like, why is this happening? I started crying. It made it worse. And I was like, what is happening? But I was able to like function and do stuff and whatever. And so I was like, okay, then I'll just stream Wednesday. Like I'll just stream Wednesday. So then I woke up for Wednesday morning and I was like, I don't feel vertigo anymore. Oh my god, I don't feel vertigo anymore. Oh my god, I'm free. I'm free. So then I was like, okay, I want to go to the gym. My brain's like, about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, E, thank you for subscribing at tier 3 for 28 months.
I am glad you are feeling better.
Me too. October 12th, 2019. I'm currently having the worst vertigo. My life sounds dumb, but please pray for me to get better sooner since you... Oh, yeah, that's when I thought I was going to throw up. Because listen, anytime, if I ever tweet, please pray for me or something, I'm fighting throw up demons, all right? Like, just know, anytime I talk something, like, oh, please pray, it's because I'm scared.
I have 13 months of
Tamara, thank you for subscribing for 13 months. But yeah, anyway, so Wednesday I woke up and I was like, I don't feel vertigo, I don't feel a migraine, it's great, this is great. And my brain's like, yeah, it'd be a shame if you were to have anxiety. And I'm like, please brain. Timer, thank you for gifting 2 subs. Thank you. And I'm like, brain, please. My brain's like, would be a shame if you had anxiety. I'm like, can we not? Like, can we, like, literally, can we not? My brain's like, yeah, shame if you had anxiety. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, okay, do you not want to go to the gym then? Because today's leg day and we love leg day. My brain's like, no, I don't want to go to the gym. I'm like, okay, well, I feel like in the back of my mind, I'm also hearing that we do want to go to the gym. So can we stop with the anxiety? My brain's like, no, I think we're going to have anxiety. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, we'll go with anxiety then. My brain's like, that, I didn't think you were going to, all right. Okay. We have anxiety. I'm like, yep, we have anxiety. Now what? Like, I am so fucking over it. But the thing is, hold on, I'll get to that in a minute. So I go to the gym and I start doing leg day. And the gym was so busy. Oh my god, I was waiting in a line for the machines. Anyway, so I did my leg day, and then after leg day I was like, okay, I have a few errands to run. And my brain's like, yeah, anxiety. I'm like, you motherfucker, I swear to god, will you just relax? And my brain's like, anyway, I survived. But that's why I didn't stream, is because I felt like I was anxiety. So here's my dilemma where I'm at now. Because I woke up this morning and I was exhausted. Also, too, here's the other thing. Actually, no, we're backtrack. So I've been having new problems. So the good news is the anxiety isn't about throwing up anymore. Like, the thought popped into my head at the gym, and it's like, throw up, and I'm like, no. And then it left. Now my problem, it's general anxiety. But the problem is now, like, I've dealt with anxiety since I was 7. Like, I know anxiety. I've talked about anxiety ever since I've started doing the internet stuff. Like, anxiety is something I'm very familiar with. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Because, tell me why, like, I can't sleep anymore. Like, I can sleep after 3 a.m., but then I can't wake up on time. Like, I snoozed my alarm for 2 hours, and then if I snooze for too long, and if I don't, if I have a weird wake up, that could also give me migraine and vertigo. So I'm like trying to avoid. So I'll like set an alarm for like 10 so I can get like a little bit more sleep. But like literally last night, this has been happening a lot. But last night, I got in bed at midnight, and I was like, okay, we're gonna go to sleep, and then we're gonna wake up, and we're gonna go do some walk-in at the gym. Just you get some cardio and just walk a little bit, and then we're gonna stream. And it's gonna be so fun. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be great. And I'm laying there, and all of a sudden, I had my watch on. My heart rate went from like 80 to 120. And my heart was pounding. And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, why? And I was like, what is going on? Like, I was like, what is happening? And the thing is, that happened last night, but the night before last as well. And I was like, what the fuck? So like, I watched TikToks until 2:30 in the morning. Which, also, by the way, 2 a.m. TikToks are fucking hilarious. I was laughing so hard I was crying, and then I went to sleep. Yeah, Anyway, so last night I was just laying in bed and I was like, I don't want to watch TikTok. Like, I just want to go to sleep. Let's just go to sleep. And my heart was beating so hard. I was like, I'm fucking dying. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't want to open TikTok because I don't want to doom scroll. I just want to go to sleep so I can wake up on time. And it was just it felt worse and worse and worse. And like, you know, when your heart beats really hard and then you're like aware of your heartbeat and then you get anxious because you're aware of your heartbeat. It was like that. And I'm like, okay, that's it. You know what? I have an idea. I'm opening Love and Deep Space. So I opened Love and Deep Space, and I played the kitty cards, and I played the card or the claw machine, and so when I hold my phone, like when I'm on my phone, I'm like this, right? Like I'm usually on my phone like this. When I was in bed, I was so stressed. I had it inches from my face. Play the event game. That's something that makes me so stressed out, but not in like a bad kind of stressed out way, but just like, oh my god, I hate this. Like, what? This is a stupid game, you know? Yeah, no, I did all of that first. So we got that out of the way with the event. But I did like all the kitty cards and the claw machine and everything. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to some of the Secret Times, you know, the ASMR stuff. And I was like, I'll listen to, cause I wanted to go to sleep and, you know, fell asleep to Raphael's card. So like, you know, so I opened up, Zane's, cause I haven't listened to Zane's cause I wanted to get the diamonds. And so I listened to one. Zane's Secret Times, he doesn't whisper. Have you tried sleeping with him? I tested it because I wanted to see what it was like. Silas is so fucking loud. Why is he so loud? But we'll get to that in a minute. So Zane, I was expecting him to like whisper, and he just talks normally. So I had my headphones on and everything, and he goes, "Did you mean to close?" I was like, damn. And so, cause I was trying to relax, you know? And, anyway. So I was listening to it and I started feeling like sleepy. And I'm like, okay, this is good. So I listened to another one. It got, you know, to get the gems. And I'm like, okay, this isn't working. Like my heart rate is still beating too hard. So then I was like, all right, I'm going to do the sleep with me. I'm going to do the sleep. I'm going to do it. So I opened it up and Silas was like, oh, like, you know, I don't remember what he said, but he's like, oh, you can't sleep or something. And then he's like, I don't need it. It's fine. And then, you know, gives you a little forehead kiss and then you like, you go to sleep. And so the thing is like, cause it's loud as hell. If y'all want me to show you, I can show you. But he breathes so loud and then he talks every 30 seconds. And when you're not sleeping and if you just have it up to like get the, weekly points or whatever. Cause like if you have to spend a certain amount of time, like quality time with them and then it gives you points. Anyway, he talks so often. And it's cute when you're watching it and you're like, oh, because he's like dreaming of, you know, the main character and it's like, oh, she's here and it's like, oh. But then if you know, you're like listening to it trying to relax and he goes, she's here. I'm like, whoa. Anyway, so I set up my phone and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna focus on his breathing and not mine. I'm just gonna focus. I woke up like an hour later and I was like, why is my phone on? Oh my god, it worked. Oh my god. And so I closed out of it and then I went to sleep. Yeah, so but I mean like that's what's so insane is like why like I have never had anxiety so bad that I can't sleep. Like obviously I've had anxiety where it's like, oh, I feel anxious. I'm going to be on my phone for a little bit. Okay, it's gone. I'm going to go to sleep. Like I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. And it's all the time. And I'm like, I don't know, like, I feel like I've had anxiety my whole life. This is awful. I was like, what's wrong? Therapist going radio silent. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, I really don't think so. Because I've thought it, like, listen, the thing about me is I am so hyper aware of everything about me, and I don't think so, because whenever I would talk to my therapist, like, talking to her, like, obviously made me feel better, but, because we would just mostly talk about, at this point, because I've been seeing her for, like, 5 years, we would just talk about, like, you know, current things, and, like, she would tell me, like, oh, you should, you know, stress less. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying, you know, and like she did help me with some stuff, but we were at the point where it was like I'm just updating her about stuff. And so it's not like, I don't know. Like, do I feel like therapy could be nice right now? Yes. But I don't think it's gonna fix it. Can sleep Saturday because I was nervous about going to church for the first time Sunday morning. I mean, that's understandable. To me, I mean, I don't know. I have my own things with church, but that's my own trauma. That's all my own trauma, my own lore. I don't know if I've talked about it, but we don't need to talk about it unless y'all want me to talk about it. But anyway, so I am at a point where I do not know what the fuck is wrong with me, because it's like this came out of nowhere. And I have suspicions, but I'm like, I can't. I will say though, when I was taking my birth control and my nortriptyline at the same time, I'm not in that mind space, because that mind space was weird. That was I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. I think what could be potentially the problem, is this is gonna sound insane, but bear with me. I have no one. Like, I have like maybe 2 friends I hang out with, and that's it. And so part of me is wondering if, like, I'm absolutely not pregnant. For one, I got a pregnancy test last month when I went to the ER and it was negative. Secondly, I'm on birth control. Thirdly, you know, there's no soup. So, you know. Anyway, what was I talking about? Anxiety, but I don't know what I was talking about anxiety. I'm just thinking about the donut man. Life without God is tough. How you don't have a bicycle? What would I do with a bicycle? Actually, you know, I'm going to be honest. I'm too scared to ride a bicycle in Los Angeles because I, with my own eyes, saw somebody get hit on a bicycle. So I just, yeah, it was, yeah, no, thank you. When Nate was moving, or he was like planning to move here, he's like, yeah, I'll just get a bike enough so I can go to the grocery store. I'm like, yeah, absolutely not, dude. And he's like, oh, why not? And I was like, because I saw someone get hit once. Like, they were okay, like they got up and like what, but I saw, because the car, they were going across the crosswalk. It startled me. They were going across the crosswalk and somebody turned and they were not paying attention, and the guy went dum 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 on the hood and then fell onto the ground, and the car had the windows rolled down. And so I heard the woman, like, she was a woman passenger and it was a guy driving, and I heard her scream, and then the guy got out and like picked up the bike and like pat the guy on the back, was like, yeah, you're fine, man, you're fine. And I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, so yeah, no bikes, no scooters, you know, like the scooters that everybody had. Don't do that. Just be careful. Yeah, if y'all ever visit LA, be very careful. Guy was also not wearing a helmet, so could have been bad. But cruising with it, yeah. Apparently too, like, people get into accidents all the time on them. But anyway, because my dilemma, right? I talked about maybe joining a Pilates class, or maybe, you know, doing a pottery class, because I love pottery. But the problem with that, right, is I have to make an appointment and then I actually have to go. I can't go because I have anxiety that's so bad. It's like, you know, so it's like the anxiety. It's like, oh, I want to do something. I need to go out. I need to do stuff. And to help, you know, the agoraphobia, we have to go out more. I'm like, yeah, logically, that makes so much sense. Do it scared. Well, that's the thing, right? Logically, yes. But I can't. Like, I'm at a point now where, like, you know, I can't do it scared. Like, I don't know. Like, obviously, there's some stuff I can do scared. But this isn't, like, scared. This is, like, something completely different that I it's so fucking annoying. Like, I don't know. And like at this point I'm like, is something wrong like medically? Like, because like logically I'm like, I'm not stressed out with, you know, work. I'm not stressed out with bills. I'm not stressed out with family stuff. I feel like I've been doing pretty good at the gym. Like I'm not, you know, having, I mean, I always have self-esteem issues, let's be real. But like I, you know, it's like, so I don't drink coffee. Stressed out with Thor? No. Everything's been like, overall, everything has been fine. And so I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And like, it got to the point, this sounds so stupid. It got to the point, there was a TikTok where it was like on witch talk, and they're like, you know, people that practice witchcraft are like, it's a special full moon tonight. If you want to have, you know, blessed water, put out a glass with water in it, and it'll charge in the moon. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. We're making moon juice. Like so I went out and I got a glass bottle and I put it out on the porch, and I was like, I don't know what you want me to do with it. Like I have it. I don't know if you want me to drink it. I'm not going to drink it because it was a dirty glass bottle, but I was like, what, am I supposed to wash my hands with it? Like, I don't know. If over anxiety from the spider in your face, that's it. I'm not even that afraid of spiders. But I just like, it's giving leaving milk and cookies out for Santa. Dude, at this point, I'll do that. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. And it's so fucking annoying. Because, like, the thing is, like, my whole life, I've been able to have anxiety. I mean, give or take some things. But, like, I've been able to have anxiety and still do stuff. I'm at a point where I can't do stuff anymore. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? It's like I'm, like, talking to myself. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. Something's wrong. Yeah, I know, but what's wrong? I don't know. This is what's so crazy is I don't know what's wrong. Okay, well, can we figure out what's wrong? I mean, we could try, but I don't know what it's going to be. You know, it's just... It's so weird. And like I'm aware that it's weird, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, usually when we have anxiety, it's because of something. What's going on, Kate? Like I like try to therapy myself. I'm like, what's going on, Kate? Like, is there something you're stressed about? I mean, not really. Like there's normal, you know, life stress. Like, you know, I haven't vacuumed in like 2.5 weeks because I'm just like, yeah, you know, if that's stressing me out, it can wait. You know, it's not that big of a deal. Like it's fine. It's like, yeah, you know, I should probably clean my room. You know, it's a little chaotic in here, but you know, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Like, you know, it can wait. I'm like, yeah, it can wait. Oh, need to do dishes? Yeah, I mean, you know, we'll do them. It takes like 5 minutes. Like, you know, we'll do it when we want to do it. Yeah, we'll do it. And then like cleaning my room and like doing my closet. Like I'm like, yeah, you know, I've been trying to be gentle parenting myself, you know. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I was talking to Adam, and I was like, maybe you're just so burnt out. Like you're at the end of the. I'm like, what am I burnt out over? Like, so this last week, right, of me feeling like sick, it's not like sick, but you know, with like the migraine and the vertigo and everything, and then like I went to like the event stuff. I drove so much. I drove so much. Anyway, so I haven't really had like a week of me waking up being like, I'm gonna watch anime and I'm gonna eat, you know, cinnamon rolls and I'm gonna do, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like I haven't had a good chunk of time being like, I'm not gonna do anything. Because like I was telling myself, like, well, yeah, this past week, like I didn't stream and I didn't do Fansly. I didn't do anything. Like I didn't do anything. Well, yeah, because I couldn't. I was in bed till 5 p.m. Like it, you know, and fucking shit, that's when I can't, there's definitely stuff to be burned out. I don't think so. Like, yeah, I had the gallstone shit. Like, that was annoying. But it, like, I don't feel like I stream a little bit, you know? It's not like this is hard. It can be tedious, but, you know, it's not like I'm having a hard time. Like, I saw, like, a tweet, like, there was some streamer, it's like, oh, I haven't taken any time off. I'm gonna give myself, you know, time off. I have never taken time off. I'm like, you've never taken time off? I'm like, oh my god, I'm like the worst streamer. I'm like, hey guys, I got another migraine. Toodles. Hey guys, I want to go to the pool, so I'm not streaming today. Toodles. But yeah, I don't like, because Adam was saying, like, I'm, you know, burnt out. I don't feel like I'm burnt out. Like, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm probably burnt out. I don't feel like I'm burnt out. Like, I genuinely, I have been thinking over and over and over and over and over, could it be this? Could it be this? Like, I've even gotten to the point where I'm like, could there be something in the water in this apartment complex So last time you had Kate time? What would you count as Kate time? Because, like, yesterday I played The Sims for, like, 2 hours. Reading, watching stuff, writing, that kind of... Reading! Alright, it's been a while. Alright, watching stuff, I only really watch stuff if I'm, like, if I have, like, a meal. I don't usually, I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna go watch TV, and I sit and watch TV. I also, when was the last time I wrote? Doom scrolling Twitter. I'm not on that much. I will say, though, it doesn't feel like doom scrolling for me lately because BTS did a live stream together. And so my whole feed was that, and it was so funny. I love them so much. Let's do a hobby that isn't gaming or on stream. I actually don't know. I just want to go to... I was trying to see when the last time I wrote. But when I typed in my Google Docs, it refreshed. I think June. If I were to guesstimate. Or March. Well, no, because this story is June. June 18th. Yeah, I don't know. It's been really annoying, though, because, like, it's like I want to do stuff, but I feel... How do I word this? I feel like somebody chopped off all my limbs. So, like, okay, go do the marathon. I'm like, what do you mean? So I'm, like, crawling, trying to do the marathon. They're like, you're doing it wrong. I'm like, you know? But it's also, too, it's like, do I call my insurance? And I'm like, hey, I want to talk to a therapist, and maybe, like, I don't want to get medicated. I just feel like something's wrong right now. It doesn't feel like this is an eternal thing, you know? I mean, it definitely feels eternal for how long it's been going on. I also, too, I don't think this is it, but it's something I considered because I've been out of whack ever since I moved here. But it's also, like, thinking about it, I think I've just been more aware. Because the thing that bothers me the most is how messy this place gets. But I think it's because the other apartment was more spacious. And so I could have mess and it wasn't as obvious. Does that make sense? Because if I have a pile of laundry in my bedroom now, there's not much place that can go. It's got to be on the bed or it's going to be on the only floor that's available. Whereas at my other place, my bedroom is like half the size of my old bedroom. My old bedroom was like 2 of those bedrooms. So it was like a big spacious, area. Where I could have like all my plushies and I could have carpets and, rugs. Anyway. And, like I like living here, but it's also too I'm like, is that possible? Yeah, more stuff to yeah, and so it's like I don't know, my brain works better when I'm in a clean space, which I feel like is kind of everybody. And I can't keep things clean because I can't bring myself to do things because of, you know, whatever. Like even today I was like maybe I should like write down all the things I need to do and then I stream it and then we'll play like a game and then somebody, you know, I'm thinking of a number and then whoever guesses the number right, they tell me which chore to do or something. That way it's like I'm, you know, oh, I'm streaming, which is something I want to do. I feel like I need to do, and then it's also like it's helping me clean stuff. Which like that was just like a thought. But yeah. But it's also too like the only time I'd be really present in here is like cleaning all this stuff. And also too the closet. I was going to call it the wall chest. Huh? The closet's organized, but I have all of the canvases in the back of it, and I need to bring those canvases to the front, you know? Yeah, and all the things we need to do as well. Yeah, it'd be like, you know, we're parallel play. You know, okay guys, I'm gonna vacuum. You guys got a vacuum, and you're like, oh, motherfucker, yes. So then we all vacuum. Because I can tell you right now, I desperately need to vacuum. Because when I went to the gym yesterday, I sat on the carpet to put my shoes on, and I was wearing black leggings, and when I brought one of my legs up, it was covered in cat hair, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta vacuum so bad. Because it just sticks to the carpet. Thor's been fine. Like, he hasn't, I don't know what, because he still bathes himself, but not quite as frequently, but I've also been giving him those treats every day. So, I don't know. He's been fine. Timer, thank you for gifting 2 subs. Thank you. Doing well. Oh yeah, he's oh yeah, the day when I had the first day of vertigo, he was having the time of his life. Because I was in bed until like 4 p.m. and it was dark and I had all the fans going, and so oh my god, he was so happy. He was so happy. Loves Rock. Oh, I know. But classic Thor. I did play a little bit of Minecraft on the server, but because I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, I want to be able to play games still, you know, because like obviously I love streaming games, but you know, I still want to play games as well, because I am at my core a pleb gamer who stays in her room and doesn't do anything and would rather play video games than anything else. So I was gonna finish the boat, but I was like, what if they want to watch me build the boat? Like, what if that's just like a stream thing, is the boat? And so I was trying to think, oh, well, I can, you know, make the bakery. I can do this. I can do that. I'm like, well, what if they want to see me bake, you know, the bakery? I was like, what's something that they're not going to give a shit about? And that would just rather be cool to see as a reveal versus, you know, anyway, building a lot of that true. So the dog, I know. The doghouse and then the cats and I know, but that's another thing. It's like, do I that's something I feel like I need to do on stream. It's something I know, but so anyway, point of the story. I was thinking back and forth. I was like, what do I need to do? Like, I want to, you know, there's stuff I should do, and then I could just do it. But then I was like, okay, what is one thing that I think would be cool as like a reveal? Sorry. So, okay. Sometimes this building shudders. Like, it shakes, and I have to be like, earthquake? Listen, LA's so old. Is that a normal thing? I don't know. I mean, I've also never been on the tippy top floor. But like sometimes it's also too downstairs. They slam their doors a lot, and sometimes that shakes my apartment. And so, but like sometimes your Subway nearby? I don't think so. But I'm also not aware of where those are. Exactly. But I don't think so. Yeah, so sometimes I'll be like on the couch and I'm like, am I imagining this? So just for a split second I felt like I was laying down. Oh. 3 I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know. I haven't looked up where trains are. Because I have my car. What was I saying before I got distracted? Oh, yeah. So I was playing Minecraft and I added some things to the castle. Because I thought some vertigo in the building is shaking your lights a fucking movie. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't happen a lot. It's like every once in a while. And I'm like, are we good? You know? Because I always look for something. Like, I look, you know, at this, or I look at my monitors to see if there's an earthquake. Because there's an earthquake, you know, they shake. Thank you. I kind of have a little bit of a middle part today. So, also, I got my hair done in, what, May? Was it May or April? Look how long my roots are. I'm like, oh my god, I have to get my hair done again? Which also, too, is gonna be a fucking nightmare, because anxiety. You know? Here goes some good genetics, thanks. I wonder, though, if it would save time and also money if she just bleaches it. Because I have, you know, the conditioner that dyes it nicely. Can't get it dyed because no, I'm not doing that. Also, too, like, I don't know. I don't really like the wolf cut I want. I can see in my head, but for some reason it just doesn't work when I get a wolf cut haircut. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm older, so my hair's thinner, or if, I don't know, bleached blonde. Well, no, because I'd have the conditioner I'd put in. I don't think I would look good with blonde hair. I mean, I have blonde wigs. I just feel like my eyebrows are so dark that I look weird. You've had some great wolf cuts. Well, I feel like the only good wolf cut I liked was the second wolf cut. I think. He wants to show they look like blonde. Well, I did a Fansley set in a blonde wig. Which also, too, I have been wanting to take, like, fun Fansley sets, but I want to do my wigs. But I already know people are going to be complaining. I already know. Taking pics of the ones you like and didn't like and tell them. Of the wolf cut? Alright, let me see. Where's the blonde wig? Blonde wig. Blonde. 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 Blonde? No. That was a jump scare. It was a picture. I mean, it was pictures of me with my hair all brown. Forgot what that looked like. Say you didn't exactly what you're going for. You're like, I don't know why people complain. Well, the thing is, it's like, what I want to do isn't cosplay. I just want to wear a wig, do different makeup, and wear, like, I don't know, different clothes. Because, like, if I have these really cool, like, fake leather, y'all have seen them. It's like with the leather pants with the, like, stripies on the side. I put it on Instagram. Do that with, like, I don't know, Star Wars top, and then have my pink wig. Aha! Here's a blonde wig. I could just get it out of the closet now that I'm thinking about it. My email inbox is me for some bad news is because I definitely could have wondered if it was canceled. Canceled? That's dumb. How can they just cancel it? In the long run, that's what. Yeah, it's just. I don't know. I need to stop reading comments, I think. Because like I'm all excited. Like there's like these sets that I did with my little red wig, and I did. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. This is so fun. This is so fun. I upload it. This would be better. This would be better without the wig. Why did she wear the wig? This would be better without the wig. I'm like, it was fun. Maybe for another one that pays more yesterday. Oh well. I'm gonna complain whatever you're doing, so just do what I know. I get in my head, and the anxiety doesn't help. Because it's also too like it's not just regular anxiety. It's the compulsive OCD that I've been dealing with too. Because the thing is like, say I upload a selfie on Instagram, right? Say I'm in my living room, upload a selfie, and I look at it, I edit it, you know, blur out the background and do this and that and whatever, add a filter, and I'm like, okay, this looks good, and then I upload it. I'm about to upload it, and I'm like, wait. What if there's newspaper in the background that says where I live? And I'm like, we don't even have newspaper. What are you talking about? Wait, what if there's a bill? What if they zoom in on this white thing and they can see my address? I'm like, we don't even have that. What are you talking about? That we don't have that. And okay, wait. What if the color of this? What if they can match the color of the background of this? What if they find the apartment and they find the color and then they can match the color with the apartment? And I'm like, do you know how big LA is? I'm like, yeah. But what if, and if I could find the beach you went to from just those photos. Oh yeah, but that was also very, very far. Window being open. Yeah, and so but then, because it starts with that, right? And then it's like, well, we have cleavage. I'm like, yeah, I know. What if your nipple's out? I'm like, woo, we have never okay, but what if your shirt is see-through, and what if you pop your boobs out and then your boobs are on Instagram? I'm like, that's not even a thing. What if, oh my God, what if you're naked in that photo? What if you are naked? I'm like, I'm literally looking at it, Kate, and you are not naked. Okay, but what if they can see through it? I'm like, okay, relax. And it's just an Instagram selfie. Like it's literally not, but that's the way my brain, it gets something and it just goes boo, and then it's like this massive problem. So the problem with Fansly is if I'm uploading like a cute bikini set because it's the summer and I'm gonna go to the pool or whatever, and then my brain's like, what if you're naked? I'm like, I'm not naked. What if you're naked? I'm like, I'm not naked. I'm literally wearing a bikini. Like, look, it's cute. It's a little cherry bikini. Like, okay, but what if it's not actually a bikini? And what if you're actually naked? I'm like, okay, but I'm not. What if you upload naked photo? I'm like, I've never taken a naked photo. I've never ever done that. Why we don't even have it? And then, so my brain it also doesn't help, that I've seen the stuff that people make without my consent, which also, by the way, don't even look right. But because I've seen those photos, my brain thinks of it and is like, but what if? And I'm like, oh my God. And so then I get so stressed out, I can't even open Fansly. And then, but the problem is like, it is that thought, but the way that my brain works is it holds it and then it obsesses over it over and over and over. And I can't let go of it. That's what, like, the obsessive compulsive, because it's just, it doesn't let go. Like, there's been times where I've sat down to stream and I'm like, I can't wear this. And I have to go change clothes. Which is like, whatever. But usually when my anxiety is like spiked is when I have more issues with the brain, like the grabbing onto something and then obsessing over it. So like, because I have photos I still need to upload to Fansly that I took, you know, like a month ago, and I can't do it because I'm like, oh my god, what if I'm not wearing clothes? Well, Kate, technically you're not, but you know, you're wearing a bathing suit because you're gonna go to the pool and you want to look cute, and then feet pics, aha, no free feet. Kate, what if the feet pics? What if there's coochie? I'm like, what? Okay, but what if, because we're sitting on the ground. I'm like, yeah, but we're covered. We're wearing clothes. Okay, but what if, like, it's so, I cannot even explain how frustrating and stupid it is. Like, because it is so dumb. Anyway. Like, I've never taken photos with, you know, and it's like I could literally be sitting here. Like I've told you before at the gym. Like, I got to the gym and I was sitting stretching at the gym and I was looking at my legs and my brain goes, oh, did we forget pants? Oh my god, we forgot pants. I'm like, I'm literally looking at my pants right now. Like, you're not, what are you talking about? Like, we're wearing, it's not even shorts. We're wearing long pants that are from Peloton. Like, I'm looking at them right now. But what if we forgot to put them on? And I'm like, it does feel like we forgot to put them on. Yeah, I know. It feels like, so it's just, do you have a time? I used to. Not anymore, though. I didn't even really like it, to be honest. But anyway, so when I say I'm mentally unwell, I'm not saying that to be funny relatable. I'm suffering. You know? But I'm okay. Like, it's not, like, I'm not, there's not, you know, there's not a problem. It's just, a lot of me kind of being like, damn, this sucks, you know? Because it's like, I don't know if it's just, like, I don't know, you know? So I have to get, I know. But it's also, too, at this point, even my brain is like, bro, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I don't know. My brain's like, I don't know either. I'm like, you know? But, the good news is, like, streaming does help a lot. Because sometimes, like, even in the past where I've, like, started streaming, I'm like, I feel really anxious right now, but then I start yapping, and then afterwards I feel fine. You can take an actual vacation, disconnect. Hey, the constant demand for new content makes you can't do anything. Yeah, well, because that's the thing, too, is, like, that's what's kind of annoying about content creation. Also, keep in mind, I've been doing this since I was 18. I worked at Red Lobster for 2 weeks. That was it. That's all I know. All I've ever known is content creation. And I know that I've also seen people do this. If you stop making content, you no longer matter. Not in this form of life, but I mean, like, with social media and stuff. Like, if you take a break, if you, also, you want to hear something super weird? Perilous, if you're okay. Oh yeah, it's fine. I don't mind. Thank you. You want to hear something super weird? Because I've tested it in the past. But I've also seen people on social media and stuff, right? Do you use it? No. I don't like AI. So, also too, I don't even really know what ChatGPT is. So anyway, moving on. If a content creator gets into a relationship and they post about it nonstop on the internet, 95% of the time, it will destroy their career. It is so bizarre. It is so bizarre. Because I've seen it, like, I say destroy lightly, like, it's not that big of a deal. But I've seen a lot of people, like, they'll get in a relationship, start posting about their girlfriend or their boyfriend, and then everyone's gone. People stop caring. They don't watch anymore. And I'm like, this is so weird. I even watched it with my stuff back in, like, when I would make relationships public. Now I don't make any of that stuff public because, also too, people are fucking weird. Well, also too, so from my perspective, whenever, like, because I'm 32, I don't want to be alone. But in the past, when I was dating publicly, people would watch and see who my partner at the time, like, who they were following, and then they would see what those people post, and then they would screenshot it and send it to me, like, tweet it to me, being like, did you know that they liked these photos? And, oh, why did this person follow this? Oh, did you know? I was like, this is weird. Like, it was, and also too, some of them kind of had a good point. Like, why are you liking these half naked pictures of women? Like, hello? But it was weird. And also too, like, people would just kind of like automatically assume stuff. Which was really annoying. Everybody content creators and stuff like this. Yeah, and it's like, the thing is too, so like after that I was like, I'm just gonna have, if I ever have anything, when I have stuff, I'm just gonna have it private, just because it's just nice to be able, like, because I love, like, here's the thing, I've said this time and time again, but I really mean it, I love streaming. It's so much fun to me. Like, we get to be idiots and play video games and just yap and talk and just kind of hang out and, like, you know, hang out. Like, it's just, I like it. Obviously it comes with a lot of weirdos sometimes and people that cross boundaries, which is unfortunate, but overall, like, I do like it. Sorry, I spilled Dr. Pepper on my desk and I didn't clean it. It's sticky. Why do you want to share? Well, it's also like, I understand, like, someone who shares their life on the internet, some people want to, you know, share everything. Who's holding the camera moment? Yeah. Who's holding, for now I'm just gonna be like, Thor. Yeah, he has opposable thumbs. Thor. But yeah, I don't know, it's just nice to be able to, like, turn off social media and then just be with somebody, you know? It's just nice to kind of be like, oh, I have this, and then I can go home and then just, you know, be in my own element. But, you know, I don't know, that was just one thing that I've seen on the internet, is so, because there's, like, some relationships too where it, like, heightens, but then you run into the problem of, like, people obsess over the relationship, which I've experienced in the very beginning of my internet life, which still haunts me to this day, where people go in the comments, I remember when you were, yes, I know, dude, I know. Thank you for remembering that from so long ago. People are weird. The more it seems to encourage parasocial and creepy behavior. Yeah, and, like, yeah. I do think, I don't know, I think people use parasocial, not saying you did, but, like, I think people use parasocial for things that aren't parasocial. Because I feel like if, say, like, you know, I was gone for, like, the week, right? And y'all are like, oh, I hope Kate's doing okay. Like, hope she's feeling good. I don't feel like that's parasocial. I feel like that's y'all caring for another human being. Just like if I'm, you know, gone for like a week, and I think to myself, oh, I hope, you know, I don't say chat, but, you know, like, oh, I hope my cooters are, you know, doing okay. It's just like a casual human, like, we hang out streaming, and it's just like a normal compassion person kind of thing. In the same way of like I adore BTS. I hope they're having the time of their lives. Like, I'm so glad they're out of the military, but, like, you know, I feel like the parasocial is like when it's you think you deserve to be in that person's life, you've convinced yourself you're in that person's life. Oh, well, I'm in Kate's stream every single day and she knows my name, and so we're friends. We are friends. It's like, well, unfortunately, that's not really how that works. But yeah, because it's also too, like, I'm the one streaming. I yap about it. Like, the thing is too, is it's kind of funny because, like, I've had people, like, come up to me. Granted, it's been a really long time. But people come up to me like, "Oh, how's Thor?" I'm like, "How the fuck do you know about Thor?" But then I'm like, "Oh, you're right." You get a lot of time. Yeah, and, like, I understand too, because as someone who's dealing with a lot of anxiety and is scared to go out and doesn't have a lot of friends, I get it from, like, finding friendship through the internet. But I think if it's in, like, I don't know, because that's why I'm trying to, how do I explain? I can't word. That's when I say, like, when I stream on Twitch, it's like socialization, but it's like a different kind of socialization. You know, because it's not like I'm talking to y'all directly and you're talking directly to me and we're hanging out and, you know, oh, energy. I'm sitting here, crisscross applesauce in my chair, yapping, just saying what comes to mind, and y'all are typing in chat being like, good job, Kate, or, oh no, Kate, that sucks, or, hey, Kate, I'm like, you know. I was gonna, oh my god. I was gonna say something about Thor, but I forgot. Oh, the one thing that, little story time. One thing that low-key kind of bothers me to the, am I supposed to tie this? Is that how this is supposed to be? Anyway, one thing that kind of bothers me a little bit is when, and also keep in mind, not everybody on the internet is fully in their mind. They're not, maybe socially aware, or they're not 100% present. I don't know how to word it. But because there's people that come in and they're like, oh, do you remember doing this? And I'm like, what? They're like, well, in your vlogging 72, you went to this place and you said that you did this. And I'm like, if you went back to one of my old videos that I titled vlogging number 72, that had to have been in 2011. I am not going to remember that. And then people get upset that I don't remember. Do you remember when you went to the movie theater and you sat in your friend's car and you were talking about this and you said this? And I'm like, I don't remember that. And they're like, how can you not remember that? And it's like, it's fresh to them because they just watched the video. I'm not going to go back and willingly watch my old videos. I mean, actually, I will. But, you know, it just depends. Going through your old videos, that's amazing. I want to check that out. Kiwi, please. I swear to God. If you bring up that game, I swear to God. People have a tendency to do the actors and show. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying is, like, you know, a lot of people... Because, like, there's people out there who, the Last of Us, too, right? Like, people were, like, sending death threats to the voice actors. To dying. Are you tea kettling right now? Yeah, that was insane. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. The amount of times, I swear to God, if I'm in a call, like a Discord call with Kiwi, there's at least 3 times he brings up 3 different games. Hey, Kate, you should play this. Hey, Kate, I really think you should play this on stream. Hey, Kate, I think you'd like this game. Hey, Kate, have you heard of this game? And I'm like, I have to finish Date Everything. I have to finish Elden Ring. Granted, I don't think we're going to finish Elden Ring. I think we'll play it until I get to the point where I can't play it anymore. We have to finish Red Dead Redemption. Should we ask chat or what? You can ask chat if you want. There's so many. Oh yeah, so hold on. Undertale. Kiwi told me to get Undertale. Life is Strange. Yeah, we started a new Life is Strange play. I mean, granted that I'm not like stressed about that one. Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, I got Final Fantasy 7. I want to finish the Zelda game. I got Little Nightmares 2. More Oblivion. Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. Called Marbles. I think I uninstalled Marbles. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, yeah, more Baldur's Gate 3. I'm scrolling. Stardew. We haven't played Stardew. Donkey Kong. I heard Donkey Kong wasn't good. Power Wash 2 when that comes out. So I hear more and longer streams. Well, here's the thing, because that's why I've been playing Date Everything every stream, is because I want to finish it. And so, like, we finish it, and then we can move on to the next one, which I want to move on to Oblivion, so we can, you know, do more Oblivion. But also, too, I feel like we can ping-pong between Oblivion, maybe Red Dead, Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring. Also, that's why I wanted to finish the Minecraft houses, so we could at least finish the Minecraft games of Hangman and penis drawings on Power Wash. Okay. When does Power Wash 2 come out? So well finishing games at the end of last year. I know. Well, now our problem is, like, these are big, big games, you know? Elden Ring. I mean, Baldur's Gate's Baldur's Gate's easy. Because I really like Baldur's Gate. Red Dead. Red Dead's a massive game. Ping pong when you know you're just going to obsess over one game for 6 months and then forget about it for 3 years. Which game are we talking about? I feel like that is very specific. That feels like a very specific game. Skyrim we haven't played since 2022. All of them? Well, it hasn't been 3 years. The longest game we've gone without playing, minus Skyrim, we played Stardew Valley. Ew. October 26, 2024. Can't believe you haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom. I know. That's so great. What a great noise. What a 10 out of 10 noise. Doesn't have to release date yet, I don't think, but it's meant to be this year. So we have time. Oh. So I scrolled on Stardew Valley. It says Stardew Valley X Fan Gamer Merch Holiday Sale. I'm like, there's merch? And this was November 2024. Didn't we take a year-long break in the middle of a raft? Honestly, probably. Oh, I have this vinyl. Heh. Why'd you talk about Skyrim and I haven't seen you play it once? Been here for more than 200 years. Well, because, like, okay, to be fair, Skyrim came out in 2011. And it blew my mind. It's one of my favorite games. The last time I played it was July 8th, 2022. So, like, 3 years ago. I feel like you've been here forever. You haven't been here for forever? There's something on the new Switch you wanted to play? Oh! Wind Waker. I want to play Wind Waker. Well, that, and I'm still deciding if I want to do it on stream or off stream. I want to do it on stream, but I may start it on stream, and then it just depends how I feel. Because there's been some games where, like, I'm playing it on stream, and I'm like, this would probably be more fun off stream. Gone from streamer's brain. No. So my idea for what I want to do for date everything, I don't think obviously we're gonna be able to get everyone to like I don't think we're gonna be able to date everybody. What I think I want to do now is meet everybody, make the electricity guys not hate us, and then we're going to bring someone to life, and then we will say that we won, and then we move on to the next game. And for me, what do you play as long as you're having fun? Yeah, and like I do have fun with a lot of it. The only thing is like, say hypothetically today we were going to do a 6-hour stream. Because the off-stream game currently? Yeah, Fields of Mystria. And the new update's in like a week. Sorry. Calm down. I'm so excited. I'm going to date called... Okay, sorry. The dragon. It's on Monday. It's a Monday. That's so much sooner than I thought it would be. 21st, I think. Holy shit, it's the 17th. New lads update. Oh, that should be soon. Is it gonna be there was like a leak that it was either gonna be Xavier's Myth or it was gonna be a beach event. I've saved up so many gems and it's still not enough. If anything was going on a bit long, I'll watch either way though. I think, well, because I think we're about to wrap it up. I mean, honestly, if we wanted to wrap it up immediately, I know exactly who I want to bring to life, and then we can call it. I do. There's always girl money. That is very true. Yeah, it's very true. I do plan on lots of girl money. It's just so fun. It's such a fun app. What was I saying? How are we in the second half? I don't know. I have no idea. It's so weird. Inauguration just happened, like what? Hey, did you guys hear that the files aren't real? That it's all just a hoax? Wow, it's crazy. So crazy. Total, yeah, so it's just fake news, right? Also, can I just say something that the burgers might actually be winning? Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I know we talked about this. Something about, I remember talking about this, but I couldn't remember what we were referring to until he said Fat Orange Man Go Pop. Then I was like, oh. So the burger, if somebody eats a lot of burgers and all they eat is burgers, their body's not going to be thankful. Yeah, because we talked about it. So one thing that was kind of crazy to me. So Stephen King is the author, right? And he tweeted that oh yeah, Epstein's list is as real as Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny or something. I've never read his books because someone on Reddit said that he wrote in detail about an 11-year-old girl, like in detail about other stuff, and ever since that, I don't feel like that's what a normal man would be writing about. And so I had like a weird feeling about it. And then when he tweeted like, oh yeah, it's a fake list, I'm like, okay, then you're on it. You know? So like my weird feeling was probably right. Cause like no normal person I feel sits down is like, I'm gonna, like, I haven't read I just remember like they wrote in detail about an 11-year-old girl. Ugh, it's weird. So yeah, that was a tweet before about not being actualist, but just text evidence like videos and whatnot. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if you're someone who is super powerful and doing evil things, and you're inviting people in to do those evil things, I feel like to have blackmail to do more evil things, you're gonna have some form of a list for evil things, you know? I've seen lots of Criminal Minds. I've seen shows like that. I know how evil people work in shows. You know, surely it's got to be like kind of real life to a degree. What's that saying? Like, oh, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, kind of thing. Kind of like if I'm going down, you're all going, yeah. So I don't know. The whole thing is so suspicious and just weird, and also too the fact that there's like, I don't know, actual real victims. Anyway, it's also this thing with the Diddy case too, right? That was like, there was like video footage, and no, it's not much in terms of proof. It's not like a list of people to hang out with. Yeah, well, it's also too like there's pictures of, I don't know. I don't trust anybody. Probably had a code earlier when your was on that. Yeah. I don't know. The thing is too, I'm not paying attention to this because what am I gonna do? You know? Like I see that, I'm like, yep, bad guy. That guy sucks. Yep, that exists. Okay. I'm gonna sit here and play Minecraft now. Like so it's not something where I'm like, I need to dive deep into this and I need to learn, because like things about like, you know, the laws that are going to get passed in Los Angeles, that's something I want to look up and I want to learn. The things that are going to be in our politics, like things I want to look up and, you know, I want to learn. But if it's also orange person was circled, that's not surprising whatsoever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying like that stuff's not important. That stuff is very important. And that the legal stuff needs to happen and bad people need to get put away. I'm not saying that, I'm saying for me, I'm going to get stressed out over stuff because that's just how my brain has been lately, and I can't allow that myself to look into stuff that's going to stress me out if it doesn't affect me, It's like this cuz like okay, say Jules here, okay? This is Jewel. And Jules like, oh my god, I've been struggling with this and this is so stressful and I've been doing this and I just can't do this and this. Jules is showing me her problem, right? And I go, this is my problem. And then I get stressed over it, even though it's not my problem. And this is what like my therapist was helping me with in the past. And like say this is Nate, and Nate's like, oh my god, I've been dealing with this and I've been dealing with this and this and this, and like this is really stressful. And I go, I am now stressed about this. And like my therapist like, you got to stop doing that. Like you can be aware and let them know that you are aware that they are stressed, but it's their decision. It's things they have to figure out. And like, how do I not my problem, And so that's something I've been working on for like a year, maybe more. Is if somebody's like, oh my god, I've been dealing with this, I'm like, I'm not gonna, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. I can listen. I can, offer advice if they want advice. Not my problem. Not my problem, And so that feeling you haven't done much. Okay, listen. Hey, how's the weather been? Has it still been pretty hot over there? Has anybody else made a redneck AC unit? Still hot? Really? Hold on. Let me see if I have England. I don't. I have Los Angeles. I have Big Bear. I have where my mom lives in Texas. I have where my family lives in Oklahoma. And I have Japan. I have Shinjuku. Oh my god, it's so hot there. It's gonna be 99. Ugh. It's been okay where I am. 73 remains my family is so nice. Yeah, 73 is good. How bad is it gonna be? Oh, it's gonna be actually not that bad here. That's good. The week was insane. We hit the 90s and I was dying. Okay. I mean this like actually genuinely. It was keeping kids cool. Do like the schools not have AC? It's only 86%. The humidity fucks you so bad. Humidity is, oh my god, it's so bad. Not ours, but okay. That's good. It will next year. See, I don't understand, right? I know that y'all don't have AC, but can you not get a window unit and only use it when it's like, cause I also know that y'all's electric is expensive and everything, but I feel like you're not doing good for yourself if it's that hot. Like, I cannot imagine. Also, too, keep in mind, if I am too hot, I get migraines. AC 500 per room and 500 for the outer unit. For just like the box AC to put in a window and then you plug it into the wall. So if you have it at least just in one room. Tortellini. It's like built. Okay, no, you can't come up here. You gotta sit right there. Comes around for a few days, so. Okay, listen. I know you guys are, you're stubborn. Because I've been friends with Adam for so long. Too stubborn in the UK. I know. Listen. Even if you get like a portable, like on wheels AC unit and you leave it in the closet and then because the thing is too, also with global warming, it's going to be getting worse. It is going to be getting worse. Imagine being able to pull that sucker out and use it for 2 weeks. And then you just put it back. It's in our blood to complain. I know. Listen, my ancestors are from there, all right? Listen, I'm as white as you can possibly get. Why do you think that is? Because I'm from there. Listen, I'm an American, all right? I'm from the United States of America. And I'm from the South. So redneck, fix it. Find a way. Timer, thank you for gifting 2 subs. Sorry, Thor's trying to get in the... I might actually get some AC as he's been saying. Yeah, I'm telling you. As an American, please do something about it. Because we just suffer for like a week. We just suffer for like two weeks. I know. You shouldn't have to suffer. You think I don't know what it's like? I will purposefully not take Advil when I have period cramps because I want to see how long I can last. That's stupid. Don't do that. How do window ACs even attach to a window? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the logistics. Brother what? No, don't brother what me. No, okay, quit, dude. Stop. Y'all are suffering. That's worse. No, it's not. Y'all's houses are built to keep in heat. And then you're in the hot. You are microwaving yourself. That's insane. You shouldn't have to do that. But yeah, so the window, there's rules. I'm like medium rare after last month. You right? That's why it's insane. I'm telling you, you will never ever look back. And if money's not an issue, in the summer, you're gonna get so used to the AC in the summer, it'll be like your regular temperature, and you're gonna be like, oh, it's kind of toasty in here. I'm gonna turn on the AC. Imagine sleeping in the summer and your room is cold. It's gonna be fucking insane. Listen. I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you're in the suffering week, at least do yourself a solid with the AC, you know? And just stood there for 20 minutes. But was it not hot rain? Bill in Florida is $200 a month. A month? Are you in an apartment? What? He wants in the chair so bad. But I don't want him to... I've had this for so long. I'm also Welsh, so I physically need the rain. Fair. I kind of wish we had more thunderstorms here, but at the same time, I do like the sun. I like the sun. Why are you staring at me? You're making me nervous. In Wales next weekend, starting the 3 Peaks challenge. Peaks? Peak? Like the video game? Peak? You do be solar powered. Oh my god, I am! I'm gonna use that from now on. I am. Why do I have this one hair? Walking the 2 highest peaks in the UK within 24 hours. On purpose? 3. On purpose? No, thank you. Do you want food? Alright, hold on a second. Oh, also. Raise 1.2 for cash hard. Oh, well done. We're chomping the cake in yesterday's TikTok. Oh yeah, someone commented and they're like, "What cake? You have no cake." And I was like, "What the hell?" But it felt like a bait. Ask me how when I went to the beach. Ask me how long I was at the beach for. Maybe like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Wasn't that long. I didn't drive all that way for the beach. There was like an event. Ask me if I wore sunscreen. Of course not. Because why would I? The beach wasn't the main event. I had been to that beach once before and I wanted to go again. Y'all saw what I was wearing, right? Well, because the thing, I went to the event, right? I went to the event wearing a dress because I wanted to feel pretty. And everyone also, a lot of people complimented my dress. I was like, yay. Anyway, so went to the thing and it was really cool. It was really fun. And then I was like, yeah, in the sun, not a lot. No, I was inside for most of it. So, but the thing is, like, when I was driving, I passed by the beach and I was like, oh shit, I went there a long time ago, but I wasn't able to be there for long. Like, I want to go there again, so I'll go on the way back, right? It's getting a little better, but I can't wear t-shirts because it hurts. In just 30 minutes. And like, the thing is, like, I didn't really burn on my back. It's just my shoulders. And I kind of did here, but it's turned into a tan now. But yeah. I know, I don't have any. Aha! It's tanning season. Yeah. That's what's insane though, because like I will go lay out in the sun for like an hour, but I put on SPF 50 and SPF 80. This was SPF Faith, you know? The thing is, I wasn't out long, so I was like, oh, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. It was not fine. I burned. Anyway, I thought it was funny, but also I can't. I put on because I got a new Totoro shirt and I put it on. I'm like, this is so cute, but I could feel the seams on my arm and I was like, maybe not. Maybe not. That West Coast sun, dude, nothing. The sunburn I get when I go visit my mom because it's windy and it's warm and it feels nice, and then I burn. I burn really easily though. When I was a child, I would never burn, I would tan. But then as an adult, I stayed inside for like 10 years. One of these days, maybe I'll be tan again. But for now, I'm just pale. Guess who else is streaming right now? Oh, I saw Stefan was in LA. I think I saw his Twitch. Oh, not Stefan. Oh, Inbird. Oh. Hold on.
Which I never experienced something like
Wait, did May not
It's like
come?
literally.
Oh, I have the headset on, sorry. She was Maya people. Oh. I guess May's doing... This looks fun. I was gonna say something. Oh, do y'all want to see what I did in Minecraft? I think y'all are gonna like it. So what? Why is it saying I need a new app to open this? I need the Xbox app. Do I need the Xbox app to play Minecraft? I'm just gonna minimize that. I didn't do a whole lot. Also, I did not use cheats. Just wanted to throw that out there. I painstakingly did this on myself. So, just saying. The only time I used cheats was, I'll show y'all. With Windows? Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little confused as to why it says I need it. Was there another update? What was the last game we played? Minecraft. Okay, cool. You find a happy guest? I know. I keep forgetting. To fix bugs? Oh, okay. Oh, so what I did... I also, you remember all the shulker boxes that had like a million things in them? The copper, no. Yeah. Yeah, so I organized all of that again. So everything's back to where it belongs. So we don't have to do that on stream, and y'all don't have to get stressed out. So, you're welcome. That took also a really long time. Also, though, we have so much wood. And lost stuff. Oh yeah, that was a long time ago though. Okay. So, can you see anything different? I'm gonna go into creative. Now it's made trees. Yeah, I got rid of the, well, they're just floaters. So over here, I added this to kind of give it some depth. And this is what, because this is a fence. And so you can't jump up onto a fence. And so I used creative to fly and then get on the fence. And then, yeah. So I used that. And then I added this here. This is just like extra 3D wall. So I added that just to kind of give it more texture. And then when I was doing this, I looked up. I was like, oh, what if I did an upside down stair here to see if that too would add texture? And it did. Like, it changed it so much. Eh? Anyway, so I was doing that. And then I don't think I changed anything in here. Was there... That's a word? Like, that's a real word? I organized everything. So put the wood and everything. I put this specifically for when we do the boat. Oops. I have to sneeze. Yeah, anyway. And then thank you. Thank you. I want to see if y'all can guess what I did. No, Thor. Go, Toodle. Anything look different here? Yeah. So I thought I wanted to add the lanterns, right? But I was like, I feel like it's too tall and there's nothing, like, I feel like we could do something because there was that little level up there because, you know, the secret tunnel. And I was like, I feel like maybe adding, like, a second level would be cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just added this there because it looked cool. But anyway, so I added this. And added some windows, some stained glass windows. I haven't put anything up here yet because I was just, you know, I don't know, doing stuff. Also, at first I put stairs going up here, but it looked a little weird, so I just put the ladder, secret ladder. So yeah, then I added these lanterns. Also put, I figured out how to make candles and put them there because I thought it would look cool. And then added some art. You ready? Does this look any different? Candles float. Do you just put it on a block and delete the block? Added some windows here. Yep. Classic Minecraft. So because this was just a wall and that was just a wall. And it felt very closed off. Which, like, is a castle. But I like it better with the windows. And then, ta-da! I did the bedroom. Doesn't it look so much better? I put the pig one in here because we have so many pigs for some reason. But this is for the books, and this is a reading spot, and then this is a really big reading spot. Everything's pink. And then we have the bed. Anyway. That's it. Because I spent forever trying to organize stuff. And then I did this, and I did that, and I did the room. And then I hung up the paintings. I also did, you know, all the lanterns. And then I did the outside. And I did that. Did that. No giant wicker chair. No. Oh my god. Okay. How long did it take you? I don't think it took me that long. Because I know I was playing it when I had the vertigo. But not like the super vertigo. It was when it was the slight vertigo. I was planning on doing something. I don't know. Every time you just keep adding to it. Yeah, and that's essentially that's kind of what I wanted for the castle. Was just to keep adding stuff and then changing and everything. Chunk or mini chunk. Because I have to film dungeon. But yeah, I figured, you know, the castle, like, I'm sure y'all, like, wouldn't mind watching me change, build, do whatever. But I figured maybe building onto the castle would be more of, like, a cool, like, reveal. Dungeons decorate there. I already decorated everything. The dungeons are, like, complete. At least I felt like they were complete. Because I didn't want to add... I don't want to add, like, pictures or anything. Your home is sick? Yeah. Well, you know. Welcome to the castle. I mean, there's still a lot of torches, so maybe more... But I feel like I did, like, cobwebs. Okay. Cobwebs means something's dirty. You may be onto something though. I mean, I guess. In my head though, it still feels kind of complete. And occupants to the dungeon. I could make a villager and name the villager Emma Roberts and put Emma Roberts in the dungeon. You know. Why'd I hear lava? Leave her alone. No, I went to a restaurant and they had a picture of her on the wall. I guess she ate there or something. And I was so mad. Emma Watson. I like Emma Watson though. Oh my god. So you know how... I'm so mad. You know how it was like, oh, Dakota Johnson, she seems so funny and so nice and blah, blah, blah. Apparently, I haven't looked into it. I just saw something on Twitter. Timer, thank you for gifting 2 subs. Thank you. I was nailed for going... Oh, wait. I thought you were saying she was 38 and she looks 30. Why did I... 6 months suspension for it? Huh? Wait, what? Anyway, apparently Dakota Johnson was saying that people need to lay off cancel culture with... And it started listing people who are, like, shitty people. Like that one guy who, like, abused his ex-girlfriend and said he wanted to eat her. Like, actual cannibalism. And then Shia LaBeouf apparently is, like, a huge, like... He, like, beats women. He's, like, a huge abuser. And she was saying that, like, she's like, oh, they've always been really nice to me. I hate when people... Well, they were nice to me. Cool. Yeah, so apparently she's, like, a sympathizer for mean people, which is really upsetting because I thought she was maybe a nice person, but also I'm not that devastated because I don't know her, you know? No parasocial. No parasocial. Everyone's like, I don't know. And the thing is, too, I think maybe... Because I think people can learn. Because I used to think like that. I'm like, oh, well, this person was mean to you, but they're so nice to me. I used to think like that. It's just... It's kind of pick-me behavior a little bit. And it does suck, too. Because, like, there's... Even now, like, there's instances where I'll meet somebody. And it's like, oh, you know... Yeah, they're kind of, like, shitty to me. But, you know, everybody else says they're nice. And it's like... Why are they shitty to you? What do they do? Like, what happened, you know? Oh my god, it's back! Remember how I told you I had 2 pieces of leg hair that would grow out the same hair hole? It wouldn't grow back. And now it's growing back. Sorry. Got a little distracted. Yeah, I don't know. Ever for ADHD, that was that. Oh, I was touching my leg and then I felt the hair because I don't know. I felt the bump and I started messing with it and then I felt 2 pieces of hair. They're like little legs. I saw, hold on, I sent it. Was it a TikTok or a tweet? I think it was a tweet. Oh my god. Okay. Have y'all heard the song on TikTok where it's like, pretty little baby, tell me you're butter, pretty little... Okay. So that singer... Yeah, okay, listen. I love that singer. Her name's Connie Francis, I think. Yeah. So... A lot of her music I have saved because I have like an oldies album and I've been listening to her music since like 2015. All right. And I was telling Nate literally yesterday that, because that song, he was singing that song or something, and I was like, oh, did you know that she's this and that? I've listened to her music for so long, and I didn't even know she was still alive. And you know, she's been, and apparently like she didn't realize that was her own song, and like hearing it, she like didn't recognize, blah blah. Yeah, she died today. She was old, you know, she's an old lady. About literally yesterday, I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't know she was still alive. I'm so excited. Her music is so good." She died today. And I saw a tweet and it said the universe had to make sure she saw the entire world fell in love with her music once more before leaving. May this woman, may the first woman to hit #1 on the charts rest in peace. I sent him this morning on Twitter. I said, I'm gonna throw up. And he goes, oh no, that's so sad. I literally, anyway. What was I saying? I sent him something. What was I talking about before I saw that? Because I didn't send it. Oh, ADHD. Maybe I sent it on TikTok. All right. Sorry, algorithm. Oh, it tanked anyway. It's fine. Okay. No, TikTok DMs. Oh yeah, okay, it wasn't here. I sent it. I said, "Oh God, 4 weird sleep habits that are actually ADHD." This is also a TikTok. It's not a doctor, but there's also the slight chance. I don't know. Listen, this is. Every single one of these is like nail on the head. Delaying bedtime for no logical reason. It's called revenge bedtime procrastination, and ADHDers are pros at it. You scroll, snack, clean, anything to avoid the pressure of going to bed and starting another day. I literally had the thought last night, I don't want tomorrow to come. Not in a depressing way, but in a, like, I need to do more stuff, you know? The next one, needing a sensory cocoon. I'm just going to show y'all the picture. All right? I'm just going to show you the picture. And y'all are going to laugh. You ready? The fucking fan right next to... Definitely has a more formal name of her before the... Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is just a TikTok. But it says, you can't sleep without a very specific conditions. A heavy-weighted blanket to calm your body. I hate heavy-weighted blankets, by the... Motherfucker. Hold on. I hate heavy-weighted blankets. To calm your body, a loud fan to drown out the thoughts, or a familiar TV show playing in the background. I can't do the TV show because I end up watching it. The fan, though. Loud fan to drown out thoughts. Yeah, I have 2. Next one, the second wind at 2 a.m. Mr. Do it. Thank you for subscribing with your Twitch Prime. You're a zombie all evening, but the moment everyone else is asleep, your brain comes alive. You suddenly have the energy and motivation to clean out an entire kitchen or start a new project. Which is, I get the, yeah. Second wind. It's really, really, really annoying. Then the all-night brain radio. The moment your head hits the pillow, your brain decides it's time to play the greatest hits of embarrassing moments, future anxieties, all the lyrics to the song you haven't heard in 10 years. Which is also something I do all the time. Been freed? Yes, from my, my migraine vertigo. That one is pure pain. Yeah. It's even worse if it's like you have a TikTok audio stuck in your head. And because my thing is it's just, it repeats. Like a little crumb repeats. Thor has returned. But we also have hit a mini chunk. And I probably should film some dungeon videos. Although I should probably make some tea. Because my voice is giving out. Soda pop, dude, it's so... I made Nate watch it. I made him watch it because I was like, it's so good. And he's like, I mean, I was like, no, you gotta watch it. I was like, trust. I think he did. He sent me a screenshot that he commented, someone commented a gif from the movie in his TikTok, and he responded, K-pop Demon Hunters is peak, I think. And he sent it to me. He's like, are you proud? And I was like, yes. Thank you for the bits. I gave it my best shot. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's just like a silly, it's just supposed to be like a silly movie. I just like the animation and the music, and of course, you know, the enemies, the lovers, even though like it wasn't like confirmed like that they were, I mean you could see that they looked, you know, they were looking at each other, you know, really cute, and you know, Blue Tiger is my favorite. Yeah, I mean yeah, I know. I mean, I think so, but you know. So BTS, not to, you know, go back. I told y'all I was gonna be insufferable. BTS watched it, and they were singing it on. Actually, I'll just show you. They were singing it. Let me tell you something. My brain, when it comes to those guys, I swear to God, my brain shuts down, and I don't know. Y'all know the memes of like people crying, smiling at their phone? That is me with BTS. Oh. Was it TikTok? Oh yeah, so apparently I think they're in LA. They're in a house, they're streaming, and apparently their streaming site allows you to like stream with somebody else on the screen. And so they're all in the same house, and so like 3 of them were in one room, and then another one was in another room. And so they were streaming. Anyway, they're just goofing off. But was this it? Like they meme it so hard, and then Jungkook was trying to learn the songs. Where is it? Was it here or Twitter? They're so funny. But the thing is too is like they're all talented and they can sing, and so like Jungkook was singing along to it, and I was like, this is so weird, because like it's like I watched that movie, they watched that movie, I watched that movie, you know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you know. I think maybe it was Twitter. Hey. Okay, I think it was Twitter. Hold on, let me look on Twitter. And then we'll go. We hit a minute, you know. Amazing if they did a cover. Oh, dude, I would. That would be great. That's the thing, though. I want them so badly to make music like that. I guess I just miss like the upbeat, fun K-pop. You know. Hold on. I like a lot of tweets. Oh, because I guess one of the members of BTS... Sorry, I told you I'm going to be horrible. They did like you can do fan calls with them, and it's like 30 seconds of you talking to them over like FaceTime or something. Anyway, so I guess the girl asked, or a person, I don't know who it is, the person that tweeted this used she, her, so I don't. Anyway, what kind of men should I avoid dating? And J-Hope said you should be cautious about all of them. Was it not on Twitter? Wait. No, it has to be. Oh my god. Wait, y'all have to see this. So, you know the video I just showed you where, like, the boys were on one side and Jimin was on the other side? So good. Because I think, like, I was scrolling. That's so stupid. I know. I was scrolling and I saw that and I was like, oh my god, I remember that video. And then I'm like, wait. And I looked and I was like, is that Jimin? It was Jimin. Okay. Have y'all been getting this GIF? It's all over. I've been liking a lot of it. Anyway. Oh, someone tweeted this. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. I do that. I do that to my friends. Oh. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. I love them so much in a very platonic, you know, not parasocial way. They're just so funny. Oh, I found it. I found it. I was just about to ask, why was I showing y'all BTS? Okay. Like, that feels so surreal. Like, I watched that movie on my couch in my living room, and they're singing it. What do you mean, you know? Oh, and then apparently, I don't want to spoil the movie. Jungkook did not like the ending. He was really mad at the ending. This was his reaction. Reaction. What? Why? Cause he wanted. Yeah, I'll just show you what the subtitles were. Hope you could read fast. My hand's shaky. Oh yeah, here's this. Like, they're all doing it. It's driving me insane. In, like, a good way. Like, they're all doing it. Oh, you want to see a funny tweet? Usually the stuff that I see on Twitter is kind of funny. I have to watch this movie tonight now. I don't know if you would like it. Cuz it's just like cuz I don't want to, you know, like when somebody hypes something up and it's like, oh. I don't want to hype it up. I just really liked it. Just cuz it's a hotel for my own accord. I don't know what that is. Juju for them ticket. Oh my god. So apparently, because there's another band called TXT that their company created under BTS, and like BTS has helped them and everything. Apparently, tickets to go, like floor tickets, are $800. It's a gay ass musical. Is what it? Oh, well then maybe you'll like it. It's just like it's like a silly music. What? Yeah. Hold on. Let me find the tweet. Scrolling. You want to see something funny? Yeah, hold on. You ready? Oh, I gotta hit play. It made me laugh out loud. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, the TXT. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so it says this one. Floor standing room only. Hybe needs shot for these prices. What do you mean TXT tickets are $800 a piece? Yeah, so a floor ticket is $829.05. That's probably without tax as well. And then someone says it's not looking good for OT7 BTS tour, I fear, which is why I haven't gone to the individual BTS members' concerts, because they're also going to be like, what, $400? I don't want to pay out the ass for a BTS concert, but the thing is about BTS concerts is they're pretty good. I've been to a couple, they're pretty good. Seen before? Yeah, I think I've seen them up close, and I've seen them kind of close, and I've seen them from the nosebleeds, and I've seen them from a lot of different areas. But it's also too, I feel like BTS has a say, because the thing is their ticket prices overall from the last concert I went to, it was, I mean, all of the concerts I went to, it started, the base price was $250, like for floor, for wherever. That was the most expensive it would get. I don't know if BTS has a say in it. But because I've purchased from resellers as well. And it gets a little pricey, but I mean, it's also too, I don't really go out that much, you know. You know, they personally wouldn't want those prices. Yeah, and because like BTS is very passionate about music and their fans and dancing, which is why they're so popular. Like in those videos, like I don't know if y'all have seen, because there's another K-pop group that I used to like, called Blackpink, and they were performing in LA, and they look like they hate each other. And like this is, you know, they're coworkers, like it's a job, but that's why BTS is so successful, is because they're coworkers, but they're also just genuinely friends, and like you can see that when they hang out with each other. It's not like, okay, so we have to go here at, you know, we have to perform with each other on this live stream. Like they just have fun with each other, and it makes it fun to watch and meme. Oh, I was gonna show you. Hold on, I have to show you this picture of Jungkook that came up on my feed. I put it as my my watch background. Where is it? Where is it? Oh no, that's not it. Where is it? I found it. Look, bro's hanging out. Yeah, and that's what it is they're just a bunch of dudes. Just a bunch of dudes. What does that mean? I have no idea, but it was probably during a live stream, but it made me laugh. I also have a lot of Oh, have I shown y'all the new Kirby? Did I show you the new Kirby? That's your... Yeah, I made it my Apple Watch background. So if I look at it, I see him going... Like, looking up at me. Behold. The new Kirby. Another one. Another to add to the wow, hello, English. To the collection. Oh, and he has a... Of course he does. Kerbussy. Isn't he so cute? It's really out there, huh? Top of his head. Well, they all kind of have that because he's you know, he's round, so I do think it's kind of funny. They're all different shades of pink. You would think, because it's all from the same company, you would think they'd have the same pink, but they don't. Oh yeah. Okay, so well, it's time to go. I have made them do that, like they wouldn't all blend in. Yeah, that's fair, but I don't know. I mean, different pinks is good. But the only thing is, like, sometimes if it's like because I have one that's like a dark pink that's not made by the same company, and it kind of looks like a fake Kirby. I don't know if that makes sense. Alright, what's Inbird doing? Ah, yes. He's playing the beef jerky human game. Well, I'ma ship y'all off there, because I got dungeons to film. Or at least, I'm gonna drink tea and then film dungeons. Typical Inbird stuff, yeah. Classic. So tomorrow, maybe I mean, again, it depends on what I feel like doing when I wake up. But maybe we do Oblivion tomorrow? Until I'm back from her cross-country road trip. Yeah, I, saw that it was like, what, 44 hours or something insane? Oh, Thor is laying on the ground. Raid in Bird. So we'll see tomorrow. Maybe we do Oblivion. I mean, I love Oblivion, but more so thinking of like, what if I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, I want to paint, you know? Because I do want to paint. The only problem with painting is I end up talking and then we stream for like 8 hours. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing unless I have other things that I have to do. Just Thor. Anyways, or swoon over Abel. Oh, true. Actually, we do need to wrap that up. So, we'll see. We'll see how we're feeling tomorrow. Anyways, thank you for coming to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me yap and explain why I've been dying and I don't know what's wrong with me. But, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll get to the bottom of it. Also, it's Shark Week, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna go bother Inbird and I don't know, tell him he's short or something. I don't know. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. Ta-ta! Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the bits and for hey, ta-ta. Farewell. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.